Have you ever wondered why every time you hit record on your camera, you're not just getting your final video file in the end, but a strange file with a .xml extension? What are these files? Do I need them or can I delete them? Let's break it all down. First off, XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It's a fancy way of saying it's a text file that holds data and not media. You can even open it in a text editor and see its contents. But what's it doing on your memory card? When you record video on many professional or prosumer cameras like Sony, Canon, Panasonic, etc., the camera generates sidecar files that go along with each clip. These are also called buddy files, which I think is cute, or connected files. These XML files are metadata containers that store information about your video clip. Think about it like your camera writing a diary entry every time you hit record. They might include stuff like camera settings, time code, LUT information, and so on. Actually, let's just hop into an XML file. So here we have an XML file, and as you can see, we can already see some information in the preview, but actually let's make a right click on it, go to open with, and then text edit. Now we can see the information a little bit better. For example, the first thing that pops into my view is the last update. So this is basically the creation date. If we take a look at the file right here, we can see May 17th, and right here it's also May 17th, but it is at 4 minutes after 11. And as you can see, that is also the creation date, but the creation date is always when you hit stop recording. The time when you actually hit record for the first time can be found down here at the creation date value, May 17th, at about 25 minutes before the time, so at 22:38. And as we can see right here, the duration of the clip is in fact 25 minutes and 44 seconds. Here we can also see the frame count, so apparently maybe this clip has 37,019 frames. Here we can see the video codec, so it is 3840 times 2160 pixels, which is also right here in the dimensions, and we can see it's H.422 color space and captured in 23.98 or 24 frames per second. Up here it says 24 FPS, down here it says 23.98. Well, here's again more information about the video layout pixel-wise. Again, 3840 times 2160 pixels, which creates an aspect ratio of 16:9. Also can be found right here in the XML file. Then we got some audio information, channel 1, channel 2. Here we can even see, and I think this is very interesting because you can't find it otherwise, not just the camera model being manufactured by Sony, the Sony a7S III, which I used to record this clip. No, we can also see the lens, which was a Sony 28mm with an aperture of 2.0. Very interesting to find that in this XML file. And here we can even see that we captured this clip in S-Log3, and the other stuff I really can't account for. Imager control information, lens control information, distortion correction, gyroscope, maybe for the in-camera stabilization. Yeah, that's basically it. So that's everything you find inside an XML file from a Sony a7S III. Now for the big question: who actually uses XML files? If you're a solo shooter editing in Final Cut, Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve or something like that, not doing multicam syncing or detailed metadata sorting, not archiving for a TV station or large production company, then chances are you can ignore or even delete these XML files. They don't really affect your ability to use your clips however you want. You can play them, edit them in your editing software. You don't need the XML files for that. But if you're working on high-end productions or shooting for broadcast, or you're using other systems, maybe even for backups that rely heavily on metadata, then those files matter. They can save time, keep things organized, and preserve camera settings for later reference. So in summary, if you're transferring your files, importing them into your editing software and everything works, you don't need them. If you're backing up your footage for long term, it doesn't hurt keeping the XML files for later reference. After all, they're just a few kilobytes. If you're archiving your footage for a studio or even handing them off to other post teams, definitely keep them. But if you're really low on space, just editing a home video and not really care about that in the future, feel free to toss them. So next time you see an XML file on your SD card, relax, it's just your camera being extra helpful. That's it from this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button, and also consider subscribing right here for more videos just like this one, more videos right here, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.